Om Vashayamana 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 This lesson is about the fundamentals of Yoga Siddhi Reset. Yoga Siddhi Reset is a gift given to us by Nandi Deva, by which we recognize our roles as a subconscious mind. Usually we identify with the conscious mind. When you ask yourself, who are you? Your conscious mind thinks and gives answers that I'm a consultant, I'm a housewife, I'm a son, I'm a father, I'm a mother, I'm an Indian. These are all coming from the conscious mind. The conscious mind does something called thinking. But the subconscious mind also does something called thinking. And this thinking is not deliberate. It is happening according to what is being carried in the subconscious mind. And what is being carried is called samskara. Impressions left on our subconscious mind from ages and ages and ages. So if we ask the subconscious mind, who are you? The answer is Shivoham. I am Shiva. I am the one who was present to witness the entire universe and who embraced Shakti with such a warm embrace that we cannot be separated anymore. This is what the subconscious mind actually feels that it is, and that is what it is. The subconscious mind is as old as the universe and as powerful as Lord Shiva. It has gone through many yonis, many births before your current avatar on this earth, and goes on taking births. And there is no end to it. Those who seek moksha are fools, because there is no end to birth and death. But the only way to end it is to become immortal. Otherwise, birth and death continues, and there is no problem with it. Nothing wrong with death. Nothing wrong with rebirth. But if you're tired of being confused and then again running through the samskaras and then again struggling, then do your yoga, because that's the only thing that's going to save you. Especially the Sanjeevani Pranayama, which prolongs life as long as you want. So deep inside us is the subconscious mind, and if the subconscious mind blesses us, we can live as long as we want. We don't have to please any God. We only have to please our subconscious mind, who is God within us. But why does it gather samskaras? This is because Shakti is also God, and she goes on creating samskaras. It is for us like a game that we play every day to clean our samskaras. new samskaras go on ripening every day. They may not have ripened, but now the time is right, and suddenly the samskara ripens, and suddenly we have an opinion that we didn't know that we had, and suddenly we have emotions that we didn't know that we had, and this is a daily basis. This is something that happens on a daily basis. Okay? So the first thing we should know is how to discard a samskara. So the samskaras sit around us or inside us, and we can find it as a how do you put it, like it has a location, and it's either a thought or like an audio thought, right? Like words. It's either words or voices, or it's visuals, movies, or it's feelings, and it's also smell, and it's also taste, and these are all within us. These are the cause of our being. So this part of the mind that sustains the samskaras, this is called antakarana. Antakarana, inner cause. Okay? It's the inner cause for all disease. And this antakarana has all the samskaras in it. Okay? So we can think of it as a material that is very subtle, that sustains various kinds of samskaras. Now the samskaras can be good or the samskaras can be bad for you, depending on your goals. The samskara to sleep late is probably good if you live in a place where it is, the sunrise isn't early. Probably it's a good samskara to sleep late, but may not be good if your job is dependent on you waking up at 4 o'clock for sadhana. Then your samskara may not be good. That samskara may not be good. So samskaras become good and bad depending on the situation and your desires, actually. So there's no good and no bad samskara. Every samskara that we've accumulated that is causing us problem is actually a misplaced samskara. The samskara to be able to kill people may be good if you're in the army, not very good if you're a civilian, because you'll be in jail. Okay, so I hope you get this now. This is samskara. So how to send away useless samskaras? Number one, we have to locate it. When you say I'm feeling anxious, then it is located somewhere, that anxiety. It's either a feeling inside you, or it's a visual you're making outside you, or it's voices you're hearing in your head. First identify which one is it, or is it any two, or is it all three. The moment you identify it, you grab that. You can grab the material of the antakarana just with your mind, conscious mind. You can shrink it to the size of a peanut, and you send it away to where you send away things that you never think about again. Now there are so many examples of this. I'm going to give you a few so that you understand. One of my patients, actually two of my patients, gave up sabudana because they saw a video where somebody was, making sabudana, and it was really an unhygienic process. So they just gave it up. They said, we're not going to eat it. They used to eat it at least once or twice a week, but they gave it up. After that, they never thought about it because they don't really miss it. It's nothing great. It's just gone. So when I asked one of them, where did you send it? She pointed far out to the right, and she said, it's gone somewhere far away to the right side. So you should know where it went. Me also, I have gotten over many things. If you ask me to retrieve memories of my school, which I've never think of, I've let go of it. It's far behind me, somewhere kilometers behind. I have to retrieve it from there if I want, but I don't. And if you ask me what happened to my first marriage, I mean, I had only one marriage. What happened to my marriage? And it's over and I've forgotten about it. I moved on. It's so far behind me. It's in the same place as the school. Okay? So, like this, we would have moved on and gotten over so many things that we don't think about anymore. Maybe an old house we live in, we don't think about. Maybe an old phone that we owned. What is the first phone that you owned? You don't remember. You have to scratch your head and then say, oh yeah, it was a Motorola or something like that. But then you had to retrieve that information from kilometers away, and it was really far away and you never think about it. And which direction is it? So even though you can't see the location, even though it's like so far away, you can know which direction it is. Up, down, left, right, front, for back, whatever. Okay? And what you do is you take the samskara that is troubling you, the anxiety, you shrink it into the size of a peanut. Or if it's a visual, you can fade it also. If it's an audio, you can fade the audio, turn down the volume. If it's a feeling also, you can turn down the intensity. And then put it into a very simple peanut size box if you want, and ship the box off to that faraway location. Okay, you can do it without a box also, just send it off to the faraway location. I kind of put it in a box, and I prefer to put it in a blue box so that it can't come out, and then I send it. So the moment you do this, it's gone. That's how you forget things. That's how we move on from things. So you move on. And if you do this sincerely for this whole week, what you will see is that you're just feeling so much lighter. You sent away so many things. You wake up with so many samskaras dancing in front of your eyes. Just send them all away so that you can see with clarity. When you say don't have clarity, it's because you have so many samskaras dancing in front of your eyes that you need to send them away. Okay? So today's lesson is only about sending things away. And I want you to practice this and practice this and practice this till you master it. You have to go on practicing it. Okay? There's a lot more I'm going to teach you in the coming days. But please practice this one very sincerely. Vashayamana, 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 Vashayamana. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.